need to get up away from here. Alright, let's rock now. I need to get my blast area up. Let me get away from all of that. Oh man. Ooh, I came back and got that win at the end, Guardians. How about that? That was a close one between this Sortnik. Oh man. And I even got a chest that we can open. How about that? 271. It's not a nice clean whole number, so let's open that up, see what we get. Oh my gosh, how about that, Guardians? Yes. Greetings, Guardians. How be your energy again today? This is Castle Grayskull 0420 coming to you with another prevalent video. Stop everything you're doing if you're not playing one of the two phenomenal free-to-play to earn games. The types of games you know I love to bring. The types of games you know I need more of in my life. And I'm talking about those phenomenal games that are brought and made by Roboto Games. They're our salvation, and they bestowed upon us some fantastic things that you need to immerse yourself in and play. Check it out for yourself. You need to see what's going on. Pleiade Battle Mage. Ladies, nothing but love for all of you, all 7 of you, if you're a true Overlord fan nerd like I am. But I have nothing but love for you ladies. This is so important. We're going to have to get right into it. I am not trying to shoo you away. Guardians, let's jump into it. Pleiade Battle Mates, thank you kindly, ladies. I'm going to take it from here. Playing, in every sense of the word, playing the direct sequel to the phenomenal game, the original, the seeds that were planted. I'm talking about Arx Arcana, which then got rebranded. It exploded and got a facelift and became Last Mage Standing. And then that was so phenomenal that Roboto Games had to make a sequel. The direct sequel, I am playing Might and Monsters right now, Guardians. I just finished a close match that was intense, nail-biting. The lead, first place, was going back and forth. But I had to put my foot down and say, no, You're going to get second place. I need first because I need those battle trophies. Got my battle trophies, got my battle keys. Was sitting at a not too clean number on my reward chest, Guardians. And as you know, I have to have a nice clean whole number. So I decided to open a chest, and lo and behold, I knew I was going to have to make this educational video because I saw the back of the card, and the back of the card just let me know that I'm about to unlock something. I'm excited, Guardians. Look at this. I've earned a new equipment deck card, and this one is for Kadira. This is a new card, Heavy Boots. This is going to add to her maximum hit points. This is a fire elemental base card, even though Kadira is the nature archer. Just because she is a nature archer does not mean she cannot have access or utilize, or as you, the player, one thing the developers have put into this phenomenal sequel, the customization, and then, you know, the flexibility towards your playstyle for your particular Guardian. Let's just take a look at this and see how this is going to help and augment Kadira, the Guardian that I have just got this unlocked for. Guardians, I'm so excited. Let's collect this. Wow, that is great. You can unlock, you can get anything from a chest. I love how they keep that concept in the sequel here. And as you can see, gone now. So I just finished the match playing with Pyro, but we're going to go take a look at our Guardians here. And as you can see, they're indicating that I got something new for Kadira that I can customize or augment or even change up. So we see Kadira's base stats, Kadira the Nature Archer. Got her battle trophies there. You can see her base stats that I have increased to level 5. You can do that by opening up chests to get coins and Guardian Scrolls. So let's see. We are going to take a look here. So now I can augment. I can change up Kadira's playstyle. She already has equipped a movement speed increase equipment deck card. If I get 4 fire elemental crystals and this card is played to me in my hand, I can activate that card and then increase Kadira's movement speed overall. But then also, besides that, you'll get a slight bump in her health and her damage. So each Guardian, anytime you play an equipment deck card, you'll get a slight bump in the base stats, excluding if it's a card that augments, you know, your max hit point, like you can see here. So that's definitely going to increase her hit points, but it's also going to slightly increase her damage, just a little bit. Now this comes into my playstyle, how I want to play with Kadira. Do I want more health with her, increase her hit points by 600, or do I want the option to keep her kind of nimble and quick? I've made an educational video explaining the concept, and this ties back into a veteran player from Last Mage Standing, formerly known as Arx Arcana. They were given some feedback about this game, Might and Monsters, the direct sequel, and they were stating how the tech combat was kind of meh or lacking. And I mentioned to them, I was like, hey, you know, you're a veteran player of Last Mage Standing, a.k.a. Arx Arcana. You know, you've been playing that game for over a year, probably however long, 2 years maybe. You know, you've unlocked a bunch of stuff. You have access to all those ability cards. So you have to understand, you're just starting on this sequel, Might and Monsters. You don't have access to all the locked Guardians and all the locked equipment deck cards for those specific Guardians, okay? So there's clearly, as you saw there, I unlocked a new card, but it was only for Kadira. This is a little bit different from in Last Mage Standing, aka Arx Arcana, where you have an ability card, where you get a new ability unlocked, and it can be for all the Guardians if you equipped it on them. Going back to what I was harping on, without getting on too much of a nerd tangent, the tech combat in this game is actually a little bit more in depth than it lets on or appears to be at first. And that comes with you unlocking things. So here's a great example, and I'll show you with the new card that I got unlocked. So a while back, I got this card unlocked for Kadira. It clearly will increase the stun effect that she can now apply to her attacks when she's fighting monsters. All right, Nature Elemental card. Have to get 4 Nature Elemental crystals, and if this card was played to me, then I can activate it if I have that card count. That's going to replace my attack speed card for Kadira. Because of my personal playstyle and how I'm using Kadira, I would actually want to keep her very agile and more of a quicker and fast attacker. Yes, the stun would be a great effect to have for her to, you know, while she's fighting monsters. Does that mean I'm never going to put the stun on at all? No, that doesn't mean that. What that means is I'll have to wait until I get some other cards unlocked. So this is locked right here, but you can clearly see in the gym equipment deck card slots where I have a dodge card equipped, the Ring of Evasion. If I get this card unlocked, we don't know what the name of it is, but we can see what the stat boost would be. Attack speed. So eventually, if I get this card unlocked, I could then switch it up, get rid of some dodge for attack speed, and then possibly, if feeling how froggy I am, maybe put stun on or even increase the attack speed. Haha! So you see how many different routes there are? So this goes back into this new card that I got, okay? Let's take a look back at this. So this new card, Heavy Boots, is going to add to my max hit points. Just 600 points though. And that's every time I get this card dealt to me. And if I get the Elemental Crystal cards to play, the Fire Elemental Crystal cards to play this card. So each time I get this card dealt to me, and if I can play it by accumulating the Elemental Crystal cards for it, I'll increase my max hit point by 600. Not a bad trade-off. But if we go back and look and think about all the different types of shenanigans and action that's going on, having the chance to increase Kadira's movement speed, and then also knowing out of her equipment deck that I have here, each Guardian, another quality of life change and something that's been tweaked from the original, the OG, each Guardian is now in an elemental faction, okay? So gone are ability cards, and now Guardians are in factions. The elemental faction that the Guardian belongs to, they are going to have more cards of whatever element they have an affinity for in their deck. That does not mean they will not have elemental cards, equipment deck cards of other elemental flavors, as Boulder Mountain would like to say, with the flavor crystals. So as you're on the battlefield, and I'm just rehashing this for brand new players, and especially veteran players of Last Mage Standing, aka Arx Arcana, that still does not know this game exists. That is the most boggling mind. That's the biggest unsolved mystery that I know of right now. How is it that a game, and this is a great comparison, how is it that there's a community, a plethora of video gamers that are playing a video game that's the equivalent of Legend of Zelda, A Link to the Past on the Super Nintendo, but have no idea that Breath of the Wild exists on another platform, or that Ocarina of Time, was made for the 64, and they just have no idea. But that's kind of the conundrum that I'm in, because there's so many veteran players that don't know. So you see the streamlined approach of gameplay. This game is all-inclusive. Anyone can play it. Back to getting at with Kadira and me talking about the improvements and how the tech combat is actually very in-depth, okay? And it gives you so many options. So no matter which Guardian you have, each Guardian will have 3 permanent equipment deck cards that they cannot get rid of or you cannot change. Those 3 permanent cards are going to be something that will specialize for that particular Guardian. So if we take a look here at Kadira's Nature card, that's permanent, is known as the Ricochets. No other Guardian is going to have a Ricochet equipment deck card. Just like how the new card I unlocked for Kadira is just for her, Heavy Boots. It's a fire elemental one. Now does that mean no other Guardian can't have something that increases their move speed? No, they can. It's just going to be for them in particular. So as we can see here, let's take a look. Boris initially used to have Boots of Speed, a fire elemental card, but I unlocked some heavy boots for him. And it put that on because Boris is a tank. He's short range. I need to have his hit points up. So Guardians, without me getting too much on a nerd tangent soapbox, as of right now, we're not going to equip this new equipment deck card that's going to increase Kadira's max hit points. I'm not going to equip the heavy boots, only for the reason because I have Kadira's leather armor, and every time I get this card dealt to me and I play it, I get 1800 hit points right there. So that's not too bad of a trade-off to hold out on. And if I notice that I need to, Kadira is not lasting as long health-wise because she's fine as far as my base stats because I got her at level 5. But I'm going to keep all my Guardians there because I've been playing this game for almost over 3 months now. So just like in Last Mage Standing, a.k.a. Arx Arcana, I want to take the educational and experimental approach for new players so that they can see that this is an all-inclusive, free-to-play-to-earn game. Last thing that I just want to harp on as we wrap up for this educational video, look at how this is a direct sequel. I know how some veteran players might be skeptical at first, but Guardians, listen to that familiar melody. Do you hear it? Can you hear the fluty flutes with their arpeggios? Can you hear the lutes strumming along their merry melody? Do you hear the percussions keeping the accompaniment? It is a direct sequel brought to us by Roboto Games. I kid you not. They still want to hear suggestions and feedback from us, the gamers. This is a phenomenal product that they have given us. They bestowed upon us. And as us, the consumers, as we digest it, we need to let them know what we like and what we don't like. So, as you can see here, some veteran Guardian players of Last Mage Standing, a.k.a. Arx Arcana, may be skeptical. You see familiar names and faces, even though they may have gotten a haircut in Boris's case and put up his great-grandfather's battle axe and now has a short sword. You can see other familiar names: Sigrid, Tayer, Kodal, Thompson, Goodrun, Mei Fang. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. Ha Yun. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. So, Guardians, as I mentioned, there's 3 elemental factions: nature, fire, water. Now, this is a great hypothesis on my behalf because both nature and fire have 5 Guardians each that can be unlocked for that faction. The next Guardian that gets put into the game by the developers is going to have to be a water elemental Guardian, because right now the water elemental Guardians only have 4, whereas both the fire and the nature have 5 apiece. So that new Guardian that comes in will have to be a water Guardian to give us the balance with 5 for each region. So I really appreciate you stopping in, taking a look at this educational video, stopping in, checking out my live streams, being part of the shenanigans, partaking in on the experiments, asking questions, because I will answer them, Check out and hang out on the official Discord and even my Discord channel, which I'm trying to correlate with the official Discord. You'll meet so many friendly, cordial gamers. This is this game right here, Might and Monsters. You cannot spend any real world money in this game or any real world made up money. So no NFTs, no Dogecoin, no types of bit or cryptocurrency at all. Okay, the shop tab is not even accessible yet, which means we're waiting. The developers are waiting for this to explode. That is my mission, Guardians. I'm on a mission from God, just like the Blues Brothers, okay? I am trying to get as many eyeballs on this phenomenal free to earn game, okay? You see the new things that I just earned? I'm going to continue bringing you up to date unlocks. Especially I'm going to go nuts when I get my next new Guardian, okay? Okay. I just Pleiade Battle Maze, before I get any further on my nerd soapbox, can I please get you ladies out here kindly and do that voodoo that you do best? Excuse me, Guardians. Just like LeVar Burton would say at the end of every single reading, Rainbow, do not take my word for it. Check it out for yourself. Make a player profile. Get in on the game. It is so much fun. And I am talking about acronym fun, all caps with the dots in between. You definitely know what I mean. Guardians, my player profile tag, and Mites and Monsters. The sequel, direct sequel, is just none. My player profile tag and the original, the OG, Last Mage Standing, formerly known as Arx Arcana, is none 0420. Kind of coincides with the channel tag name, Castle Grayskull 0420, who you've been hanging out with and watching this educational clip and update, which I appreciate. Leave a like and a comment for the game first and foremost, because Guardians, it's never about me. It's about these phenomenal free-to-play to earn games. That's why you don't need to see my moneymaker. I'm too gorgeous and handsome. All jokes aside, though, check out the game. That's why I make those jokes. That's why I try to put it front and center. Because seriously, it's not about me, Guardians. Roboto Games, who, has just a quick reminder, I do not work for, nor am I affiliated with, has done it not once, but twice. You need to check them out. If you are a true gamer, prove it. I challenge you. Make a player profile, and I hope to see you on the battlefield, and Guardians do believe. If I do, I will smite you. Until then, Guardians, you be easy. Pleiade Battle Maze, you ladies have the floor.